to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Bulldozes his way through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the... This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that. Because of his speed, you saw in that blitz, they had no...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Blasted as he lets it go. Connection to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback.
Just steamrolling the defense. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A little release to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the score. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end. Down at 2nd and 5. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Surging forward on the sneak. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Flips it out on the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. He's looking downfield to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things?
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the draw. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. How frustrating for... Defense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Rushes on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Huskers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Shakes off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football.
Got some room in into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got him.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Oh, they're after him. Got a man in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Miranda. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Northwestern right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. On target. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab on the left. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Goes to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
It's complete. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 4 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal. And the Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the run. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think it's a play clock.
Sneaks it in.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and... From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even get...
Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Motion from the wideout. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Morrison. Right on the money. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On fourth down, going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback.
Makes the grab on the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Running to Green. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're setting up the screen. Running through contact. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse. Yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Morrison. Hauls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Here comes the heat. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibility... It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Eagles offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's in open space downfield. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Flips it out to the back. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Across the 25, he's got room. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Boston College right back to the line. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Boston College! Great job by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Working that left side now. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to get it to the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll try the left side, fighting off the defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run play action. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
He makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Defense looks like they're coming. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up 14 over Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off to scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The give to the tailback. Creates a little room. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. Oh, he got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's... Every single week, you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when it gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. To the air on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Boston College. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's got it. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Finds his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Makes the grab. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. A quarterback sneak on 2nd down. The only thing I can think of is he thought he'd catch them napping. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. Just about set to get this second half underway. And here's the return. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 39. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They go right back to him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corner.
There he goes. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
He'll pull it down and run. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Steps away. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking to fire. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Off the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally get...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Work in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. action. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And some room to work. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Back to pass, it's Morrison. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. It's complete to the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cornhuskers are on the move. To the air on first down. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Back to throw, it's Morrison. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Nebraska's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So Maryland's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskers. Check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw to the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They're going to go for it on fourth down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Tight end now in motion. Here's the handoff. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom.
It's a seam wide open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quickly complete. Makes a man miss. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. and I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Scrambling away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 30.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's complete on the right side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the sack. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pocket breaking down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick completion on the out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Touchdown, Huskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Terrapins want to move quickly. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Terrapins are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Walls. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stokes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
The Cornhuskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's...
And he kangaroos his way.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll send the back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rushes on him. They're working that left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.